Good evening. This is Debbie from Shane S&D Farms, which means Shane and Debbie. I hope you had a wonderful 2024 New Year's Eve day. So we're going to go ahead and do the taco soup that I promised. And I'm just going to pretty much show you what I'm putting in it. And then once it gets done, I'll show you what it looks like. So we'll just go ahead and start doing it. For a seasoning blend, this is what I'm using right here. 2 big heaping teaspoons, always. Because this is going to be a soup, taco soup. So you put whatever you want, but I like lots of onions, bell peppers, and all that. So once the soup is done, I put cheese in my bowl. I use Fritos to dip with. You can use it just as a soup. It's really, really good. My husband, actually, we learned this recipe when we were doing our firearm class. And the teacher's wife fixed this for lunch. And this is what we use. So this is what I do all the time. We love this. Okay, we're gonna do and now this is the first time I've done this can. So once I open one up in a couple of days, I'll let you know if I want a variation on this. But I wanna say a heaping spoon of cumin, and that would be a half teaspoon in each one. So we're going to put a half teaspoon in each one. Okay. And then we are going to do, of course, I like more onions. These are some red onions that I've dehydrated. There's purple onions, red onions, dehydrated and just chopped up. They smell so good. I'm just going to put a half a teaspoon of this also, because there's so much flavor in these. They smell so good. I'm gonna have to make me some more of these. I almost messed up because I was doing this in the house. I had like 150 pounds of these red onions, and I started cooking these in the house, and you're not supposed to cook around your dogs. I'm gonna go to this right here. Don't leave this out. Right here, ranch seasoning, spicy. And it's not spicy, but it gives it a different flavor than just the regular ranch. So I'm gonna do a heaping teaspoon to each one. So good. And I'm gonna tell you right now, the steaks, and this is the only way we eat our steaks, pork chops or anything we fry. I don't use salt, pepper, anything. I use this when I cook my steaks. Okay. Garlic powder, same thing. Half teaspoon. We're gonna make this as flavorful as we can so we won't have to have it. Like I said, this is the first time I'm canning it. And I've already put a half cup of pinto beans in here. And I didn't want to put a whole full cup of black beans because I want juice in here, a good juice. So I put like maybe a 1/4 cup of black beans. So a half pinto, 1/4 cup of black beans. Okay. We got one thing, we do not want to miss this one. Let me get it out. I knew I was going to forget something. I always do. Corn. I just used frozen corn. I don't have any fresh. And I'm going to use a 1/4 cup in each. And you can use more. But this is actually really a part of our diet. We're on the go low, and it's just like this can be used in the go low. Don't want it defrost. I hope everyone had a good New Year's Eve. People are still out there right now popping, of course. We did not pop any because where we live in Woodville, like this last 3 weeks, there's been like 3 fires, house fires. And we just decided we're just not going to do any of that. Okay, so we did this. We did the garlic powder. Okay, so I'm just going to do like an eighth. Yeah, I'm just going to do a little slash of black pepper. Because you can always add. Once this is out, you can add. Okay, so everyone's got one. Okay. Salt. I'm going to go, I'm just going to, like I said, just dash it in there. Better to have less than too much. You can always add that. And that's not even doing like maybe an 1/8 teaspoon. Okay, taco seasoning. I'm doing, I think I want to do a half taco seasoning, but a heap and half, okay? And normally I would make my own. I'm being lazy, so you know how that goes. I have been in my pajamas all day long. Okay, now, meat. Yes, I am putting meat. I take in by hamburger meat by the rolls. So I'm talking 10 pounds a roll. I'll buy 20 pounds at one time. I will cook it all, drain it, and I will rinse it off and get all the grease off of it. Now, if you want to use raw, just to throw in there, I would use 93.7 meat. That way you're not getting a lot of grease. You can go even higher than that. But this is what I do because I cook all my meat like this on hamburger meat, and I stack them like flat. Takes about 15 minutes to frost. I'm going to probably do, let's start with 1/4 cup. I'm probably going to use more than that, but I want to make sure that I have enough. This is 5 servings, so it's like 15 ounces. So I'm kind of going like that on this. So we'll divide all this up. Like I said, this is part of the diet we're on, and it's really good. I mean, it's good. Okay. So I'm going to still divide this up again. So we're going to go a half. You want that meat in there. Okay. Good enough meat. So that's why I did not put all them beans, because if you put a half a cup of pintos and a half a cup of black beans, it will rise all the way to here. You will get no juice from for your soup, and you want that soup. You want that soup. So they just do this. Okay, so that's all I'm gonna put there. We got a little bit more, might as well use it. That was actually 15 ounces of hamburger meat. 5 servings, which is 3 ounces per person. Okay, so you got your taco, black pepper, garlic, seasoning, onion powder, paprika. Let's do just less than a quarter. So you're just gonna slap it in here like this. Just give it a little shake. A little bit more now. Salt, the same thing. I think I did this already, but yeah, I think I did, but I'm just not going to do any more of that. Okay, cilantro. I love cilantro. If you could make a candle out of it, I would use it. So, love cilantro. You do not have to put cilantro, but I love cilantro. I take and grow mine and dehydrate it. One day I'll be able to afford the Harvest Right freezer, but until then I will dehydrate everything. Okay, so I think we got everything. Okay, so now we will bring over, get these out of the way. I'll put all the lids on in a little bit. Oops, and I just dropped my paprika everywhere, so I have to pick that up later. Okay. Right here in this, everything's cold packed. So my Presto, it's a 23 quart, is not on. My lids are behind it, going warm. So I will put everything together, put the lids on, then I'll put it in there and start that. It takes a little bit longer, but it's so much easier when you just cold pack. So now if you were doing yeah, I mean, you could even do that with the raw hamburger meat. Just make sure you use the leaner hamburger meat, then you won't have all that grease. I used in my mixture fire roasted, diced tomatoes, tomato sauce, 3 quarts of beef broth. And this is the same way if you want to cook it by itself on the stove. And not even, you know, put it in a canning. Just cook it, because we cook it all the time. I figured I'd put some on the shelves. So we just mixed all that together. And it might not even be enough. Like I said, this is the first time I'm doing this. So, and I'm just putting it all together. You've already got the seasonings in your thing, so. I hope it's enough, because I might have to, I'm just going to go like that, because I might have to add some water, which you can. It's not going to hurt anything. So I want to make sure I have enough for each one. And this will be, once I put it, clean everything, debubble. Clean the lids. Always make sure before you use your jars that you go around with your finger, check the lids and the tops, make sure there's no cracks. They will not seal normally if you've got a crack in the or chip in your jars. So fill all these up. And like the last one, and this is my second video, so I mean, if y'all got some pointers for me, go ahead. We don't know anything about editing or any of that. Just you know, we could always use, you know, advice. We have been on vacation for 10 days. I'm actually not going to go back to work right now, but you know, it is what it is. I do enjoy my job. I work as an office manager for a Port Authority. Wonderful boss, wonderful employees. I think maybe I can get see, I'm probably going to have to add just a little bit of water, but that's not going to be any big deal. You're still going to get all the flavor. And you know, like I said, this is the first time I've ever canned this. And I might even have to go lower on the beans. You never know. Okay, so let's put, I'm not going to use my water out of my sink because most of the time it smells like chloride. So I'm just going to use bottled water just to fill up. I do 1 inch we don't have garbage out here. We choose not to because I'm not paying that much. So last night I gathered firewood the last 2 days, and actually yesterday evening. I can't say last night because we was in bed by 10 o'clock. So burn a lot of cardboard and all that. We enjoyed it. Okay. Now you're gonna take clean. Oh, wait, hold on. No, you're gonna debubble first. I can't find my debubbler, so I'm just using a, what do you call them? I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. So I'm just gonna just put it around in there, get all the bubbles out. Any bubbles in there. Okay. So you've got corn, black beans, pinto beans, cumin, onions, a little celery. This is the tri blend, seasoning blend. Okay. Now you're gonna take your vinegar. I always use vinegar no matter what. Even though I don't, you don't have to on these because it's not greasy. But you're just gonna wipe them all. Okay. And then we're gonna take, I cannot find my magnet either, so I have to buy a whole new set. I don't know what happened to it, so I'm just, now these are quarts. You will go 90 minutes. I have meat in here. So that, which is an hour and a half. You'll close the lid, turn it on high, with the lid on. I'll show you that in just a second. But I showed you most of it in the last one. Okay. Take and you're just gonna like this, and when you can't do it anymore lightly, one little turn. That's it. Don't do any more than that. See, now like this one right here, I'm not sure what that is, but I'm not going to use that because I don't trust it not sealing. So I'm going to use this one. Okay. My 23 Presto, 23 quart, will only do 7 quarts or 14 pints. And you say, well, that's a lot of jars, they look better. Well, it's still 7 quarts if you equal it out, so. And we like leftovers and all that, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's it on that. Okay, so we're gonna put these in, let me turn you around. Like I said, I'm right there. And I'm just gonna stick these in here. I have 3 inches of water in here. Put all these in here, like I said, cold packed. It's a lot simpler. You don't have to worry about heating up your juices and all that stuff. Okay. I'm going to take some of that out because it's almost over my thing. And I don't want it over. This is not gonna, here, I'm gonna take this one out. And just take some of this water out. I always freak out because I never know if I have enough water in there, so I'm just going to put this like this. Okay. It's back in. Okay. There you go. Okay, so we're going to put the lid on. You got arrows to match your arrow on your lid. Always make sure Make sure see, it wasn't on. It was kind of like right there. So make sure this is loose. I mean, you know, up and down. This right here, everything's good. Okay, let me see. Let's see where we at. Here it is. Okay. Push down to make sure you're getting it and slide it over and turn it on high. So this will go for a while until you get this steady stream coming out of here, right here. I mean steady, a big, steady, strong stream, and then you will time it for 10 minutes. You have to do this. Do not skip this section right here. Okay, then, so while it's going right now, we're gonna put it on, I'll put you on stall and let it go until it gets that 10 minutes, and I'll show you that little stream, and then we'll go from there. Okay, you see the steady stream? I mean a steady, steady, hard stream coming out of here. You see this button back here? It is up. So you are going to put your timer on for 10 minutes. It has to go for 10 minutes. Do not skip this. It has to go 10 minutes. So I'm going to set my timer for 10 minutes. Okay. So we got it for 10 minutes, and we'll come back once the 10 minutes is up. Okay. 10 minutes is up. Turn off the timer. Now you are going to put, now remember your elevation. When your elevation is minus 10 pounds of pressure, so you need to ask your agricultural what elevation you are at. That way you'll know what pound of pressure you have to be at. I'm at 10 pounds, so I'll go between 10 and 11. Let's put this on. And we're going to wait for that to go up to 10 pounds. So it may take 10 or so minutes. So I'll be back when it does. Okay, I'm almost at 10 pounds of pressure. So I'm going to start bringing my knob, it was on high, down slowly. Because if I don't, then it's going to keep going past 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So start just decreasing your amount, because it is going to keep rising because it's hot. And get it up to where you need it. Like I said, check your elevation. Mine is 1,000, so it's 10 pounds of pressure. And just keep going down slowly. That way it will rise to where it needs to go. Because don't leave it at high and at 12 or 11 or 10, because it's going to go way above that at that time. So just start going down a little bit. It's still going to rise, but then you're going to start stabilizing it, okay? So once I get it there, it's going to go for an hour and a half. I will put my timer on for 90 minutes. Quarts are 90, pints are 75. So we will wait for that, and when it's ready to come out, I will bring you back. Okay, I am at the line at the end of the 10 mark, and I'm working on probably getting right in the middle. And right now I'm at the 3.5 on my burner. So you want to wait a few minutes, see what you got, and if it stays steady like that, I can go ahead and set my timer because it's above 10 minutes. I mean 10 pressure. So I'm going to go ahead and set it for 90 minutes, which is an hour and a half. Timer's going. But remember, if you let that pressure go down below your amount that you're supposed to have, you will have to start all over again on the timer. So make sure you keep it above your elevation amount. So right now I'm at right there at 10, and I'm going to go up just a little bit because I do not want it to go below it. As long as it stays there, you can put your timer on. Okay, we're going to try something while that is still cooking. We still have 1 hour and 7 minutes. So what we're going to do is we are going to boil our eggs in our air fryer. So we're going to see if it works. I have a recipe. We'll see if it works. I will put it in. You do, let's see, 6 large eggs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At 275 for 15 minutes. And we will come back. Okay. Eggs in the air fryer. And they did pop. Got some weird color brown on them. So we're going to see what happens. Okay. We're going to put them in the ice water. Let them cool off completely. Let's see what happens. Okay. Okay, we're doing this together, so I have not a clue. Put that over there. We still have 47 minutes for this. In this air fryer, I think I got this at Tractor Supply. Quick and easy air fryer. It has some wonderful recipes in it. I just got it, so we will go through this together. So we can try this together. Okay, so we're still waiting for another 47 minutes, and it is right now, the time is 8:11. So I will be back. Okay, just to let you know, did not like the air fryer. Now it might be because these are brown eggs, the ones we have at the house. It might work better with just the ones from the store, but no, I mean, they're all right, but no. I can steam eggs and they'll peel perfectly. This right here, nah, I wouldn't try it. Or you can try it with regular white eggs. Okay, the timer has gone off for an hour and a half. So you're going to turn off your burner. You are not going to touch anything. That stays on. You have that little one back there that's popped up. This has to depressurize all the way down to 0. So we're going to wait for that, and it takes some time. Right now, I'm at 9 o'clock. So we're going to wait for that to come down, and then we'll go from there. Okay, I want to say that you do not have to stay up after you've turned off the burner. So just, do whatever you want. Let it turn down. Go to bed. Whatever. And then once it does, and once that little silver one back here goes down, then you can take that off. Don't touch that until that little silver one right there goes down. Okay, so I'm going to take you over here just for right now, because I'm going to stay up until it does depressurize. So let's come over here. Okay, did I make you kind of dizzy? Okay. This is supposed to be my office, but we have incubators in here. So I'm going to show you what, I have sucky eggs in here. So I'm going to show you which ones are no good because they're not fertilized and which ones are. Okay, here's my light. This is supposed to be a paint. Okay. Let me get out of the way. Do you see it's full? Let me show you one that's not. Let's put it that way. Okay. Here's one. See this one? Clear. All the way through. All the way through clear. So it's not fertilized. So it's no good. Okay. So you got this one here. Okay. And if you look at it, of course you can't really, but if you look at it real close, let me get over there to it, it's moving, which means it's alive. Okay, so just one of these lights right here works. So I have pretty much this one. Okay, let me see. Let me see if it's still alive. Is it live? Let me see. I don't see it moving, but that doesn't mean anything. Don't throw away anything that doesn't mean anything, okay? Okay? So, these are silkies. So, they are incubating. And let's see, where's Toodles? Okay, I'm going to show you Toodles the turtle. Another rescue. Do you see Toodles the turtle? Loves his worms, crawlers, blueberries, and bananas. He loves all that, and he's beautiful. That's another rescue. Okay? So let me bring you back over here and bring you back in here. Okay. Like I said, we have, let's see, 7 Chihuahuas. And most of them are rescues. The first one we got, Prissy, we bought. All the others we did rescue because we did buy a couple of them, but they were still rescues. I mean, they were like in the crate for 22 out of 24 hours, so we rescued them. So we have 7 senior Chihuahuas, 1 outside dog that was rescued also, 2 mini horses that were actually his uncle's, but we still rescued them because he was selling them. And no, we don't let anybody ride them because one of them's well over 20 years old. We have chickens, 1 guinea, that's a pain in the arse, and 2, yeah. So we have some stuff, but we'll get back to waiting for this to pressurize down. You've got to wait, and it's going to take probably 30, 35, 40 minutes, and we'll get back with you. Okay, it is 9:47. The little button in the back, it just went down, zeroed out on the temperature thing. Now I can take this off. Okay. I'm going to open it up. Make sure you do not open it up to you. Face it towards wherever you're at, away from you. Okay. Give it a few seconds because it's hot. I mean, it's hot. Okay. Matter of fact, get your here we go. Get these so that way you're not hurting your hands, and go against yourself, just like this. Okay? Okay. I'm going to put this over here. And I'm going to, no breakage, which is good. Okay. Show you. That's taco soup. You have pinto beans, black beans, corn, all your stuff in there. And when you open it up, you might have to, put some more juice. But the thing I would do, because like I said, this is the first time I've ever canned these. So what I would do is open it up. See, look at that one. See all that juice? What I would do is take V8 tomato juice, add it to it. Very easy, vegetable friendly. Add it to it and just go from there. But like I said, this is the very first time. But it's going to be very, very seasoned. Okay, look. Look at all that. You see it bubbling still. It's going to bubble that like for a while. Okay? Okay. And that's it. I will be going to bed. If there's anything else you'd like me to can, just give me a holler. Let me know. Put it in the comments below. Please like, share, and hit the bell for notifications. And we just love doing this. I love doing this. So we appreciate it, and may your 2024 be blessed with everything you've wished and hoped for. And God bless. Amen.